Okay guys, welcome back to another episode, but this episode's different. I'm here with StephSlide007 and I'm going to be doing a PvP guide to help you on better PvP. So, the first tip is hit blocking. Now I'm going to be showing the advantages, disadvantages. Okay, so the first advantage, the hit blocking, is you see my sword, how it takes a while to react, how you swing it and then it takes a while, so while you're swinging it, it goes back like that, and then the player hit blocking, which in this case is StephSlide007, which now he can hit me. In this case, when he's hit blocking, he can hit me even better. And no, this is not hacking. Okay, and when you hit block, this is the thing. So if StephSlide were to not hit block me, and just swing at me, like that, if I were to hit block, see how see the blocking when I swing my sword, the blocking actually cancels out the time it takes to swing back, even though that's short time. But still, so I can just keep spamming wildly with this, and it's like a certain amount of speed, so you can just keep spamming it with like any time. And I'm just spamming it like that. And the advantage is your opponent can lag from this. You hit them more often, and yeah, it's for close combat. Um, and now the disadvantages. Okay, the disadvantages for this is, let's say StephSlide was circling around me. I could still hit him if I was fast enough, but if you're not a fast mover, then he can just swing his sword around you like that, and you'd be being comboed all over the place. Another disadvantage is, let's say your opponent is moving quicker than you, because when you're hit blocking, you're actually moving slower because you're also blocking. And then your opponent can just move all over the place, and it'll be harder to hit. Like, let's say you have a crappy computer, like mine in a certain way, and your opponent can also hit you from long range too, and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot one advantage is that you take less damage because you're blocking at the same time. Okay, next technique. Okay, so another technique is, let's say you're not a real fan of hit blocking, and let's say your opponent is either lagging or just sucks really bad at PvP. You can go around them like this. So while they're trying to turn around to look for you, you're just hitting them all over the place, and because you're moving around them, so they're trying to turn around and hit you. Same for a zombie, and you're just basically going around them, and they can't touch you at all. Sure, they may hit you a few times, but they're not going to touch you for a while, unless they are really good or something, or yeah. Okay, so it looks like I already said the advantages and disadvantages, so never mind about that. Next technique. Okay, so, well, if you're not a fond of like going around, you might lag when you're going around. Well, you guys may know this, but there's also jumping to get criticals out of your opponent. You may not see criticals because I have particles off right now. I should probably turn them back on. But you will be getting criticals out of your enemy. Sure, your enemy can hit you back, but but you can just keep spamming them while they're hitting you regularly, and then you can just go like bam bam and just spam them and get criticals off of them. It does more damage. You can also do that with the hit blocking thing, but it's not recommended. And now the advantages. Okay, I pretty much already explained the advantages. Yeah, you can hit them while they're trying to spam you. And now, the disadvantages. Okay, let's say your opponent has the hit blocking technique, and you're just doing that, and they're just like, "What the heck are you doing? I'm just gonna brush that right off." And they're just like spamming you a bunch of times, and you're all stuttery, and they're just knocking you away. Yeah, that's how it doesn't work and stuff. Arrow tip. Okay, so let's say you're more of an archer. Now, your opponent is just looking through the woods or somewhere, and you just like sniping the heck out of them and such. Well, see, this way, if you jump and while you're falling down, shoot them, you will knock them back further, and it will be faster, so they'll take much more damage. And they'll, like, yeah. They'll also wonder where you came from and try to seek you out, but I don't think that matters much. And so, yeah. There's not really any disadvantages. They can pretty much rush at you. It's like the only one. And stuff. Oh, I forgot about bow tip number 2. Okay, so let's say your opponent sees you and he's all agile and dodging. Well, here's a tip. You have to aim at where he's gonna be. So, while he's turning like that, I'm not really good. But while he's just moving there, you gotta aim there, and he'll be right there. And then the second he moves back in time, then you gotta shoot him again. That's the one way to get them out of your face. See? And then he can't. He's pretty much disabled. And such. So, yeah, I guess that's all the PvP tips. And this is me and Steph Slide, and I'm saying goodbye with Steph Slide chasing me. Oh god, get away, get away, get away, get away!